Hi guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Harold. Ke nna Morontleke. I don't feel like talking today honestly, but I tried to edit this video and posting it with just the music. Mara is not doing it the way I want, so might as well tell you what is happening. So I am sharing my experiences with you as I'm living on this little piece of land. I want to show you that it's not that impossible. As long as you have the ability to make a little bit of money from home, then you can do this or do even better than the way I'm doing right now. So I had to sharpen my knife because I'm going to look for some firewood. There is no way that I will go there with a dull knife, otherwise things won't go so well. So I had to sharpen my knife. Luckily, I have invested a lot in a lot of machinery, generators, like I'm literally 99% self-sustained. When there is no electricity around the neighborhood, most neighbors will come to my shanty to charge their phones because they know that there is definitely some sort of power there. So I use this power to make my life easy. So here I am at the river. Like if you look at the place where I live, there is a river and then there is a little bit of flat land and then there is a mountain. This is all the three commodities that you need in order to survive anywhere in the world. Now, I don't know how much you know about the history of the Bantu people, but if you look at where we are settled, we are always settled around the river. Why? Because the Bantu people are farmers, and I'm also a farmer because I'm a chicken farmer. I buy chickens and I sell them to the market. Anyway, like I said, I don't feel like talking, so I'll just keep on derailing. Now, as you can see there, I'm working with a thorn tree. Hey guys, working with this tree is really not that easy. No matter how careful you are, it will get you and you will feel like giving up. But it's like, you know what, let me just get it over with. That is the mentality that I've been having this nowadays. It's like, let me just get it over with. I do need the firewood at the end of the day, so somebody has to do this, and who is that somebody? Is myself. But with this kind of job, the more you do it is the more your body gets used to it. Like it can be hard today, but tomorrow is not gonna be that hard. So I am done with collecting the firewood. By the way, I will do this every morning for 7 days straight. Now the reason I do this is so that I always have plenty of firewood. You will see as I get back to my place that this is wet firewood. There is no way that I'm gonna cook with this wet firewood. But if I can use the dry firewood, collect the wet firewood to replace the dry firewood, then that is sustainable. If you followed that, then you are a genius. Anyway, this is me back at my place as I've said. So what I usually do is I chop this firewood into little pieces because then it becomes manageable for me. I make them look like this. It becomes extremely manageable because a couple of months ago, I think last year, I made this little stove whereby I need firewood of this size so that they can work in that stove. But as for today, today there is a little bit of change. By the way, I am doing dumpling, itombola, but I'm doing it rather a different approach. So I've just made some sort of a stove of some sort. So I'll have fire way underneath and I'll have fire on top, and whatever that I want to cook, I'll just put it, you see there on top there. Yeah, that is where I'm gonna put my dumpling, and I'm also gonna cook my chicken right there. Guys, you will see how this chicken is gonna come out. It's gonna come out looking so beautiful, and hey, the looks is just the start of it. The taste, you have no idea. So yeah, like I said, I'm a farmer, so these are the chickens that I've been raising, and every now and then, because I don't have a fridge here, I wouldn't be able to have enough energy for the fridge because I'm using a generator and solars and stuff. So I decided that since I love chicken so much, by the way, this is the dumpling, but listen to the story. Since I love chicken so much, it is easier for me to raise this chicken. So instead of just going to buy a chicken, I can just get a chicken from my chicken coop, and the neighbors can come and buy my chickens, meaning that I'm making a little bit of extra cash. So I don't only have to make a living out of architecture, which is something that I've studied. I'm also making a living out of farming. Like when I write down the number of chickens that have been bought versus the amount of money that I've used. Like chicken farming has profit. If you do it well, you can look at profits of over 100%. I kid you not. So as I'm cooking, I don't like having this chicken with soup. Like I don't like soup. When I meet other people and then they can't eat pap and dry meat, they need some sort of a soup. I don't understand that. I can just survive with the pap and the meat. I love the pap and the meat. So I'll remove like these bigger pieces in my chicken because I want to put them in the oven, the self-made oven. Guys, you can do this at home. When you look at my videos, one thing that you will notice is that there is a little bit of creativity. Hey, my dumpling almost bent there, but at the end it came well. Now, when you look at my videos, you will realize that there is a little bit of creativity. Most of the things that I do here, okay, I'm gonna put this meat back in that oven. It's not meat, it's chicken. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of spice. And hey guys, you will see how this is gonna come out. It's gonna come out looking extremely good. Now, what was I saying? Like I said, I didn't feel like making a voice note. Now I forgot what I was saying. Yo, Jeso. I'm not gonna say anything until I remember. Oh well, it will come back. Yo, I really thought I will remember, but yes, I am lazy. I don't want to stop the voice note, listen to myself, and start all over again. But yeah, this is the chicken, guys. Yo, it is the best chest tasting chicken. Like, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Thank God I remembered. Okay, now this is me eating from here. I think I'm gonna be fixing my bike, but let me go to back what I wanted to say. Now, I am technically an entrepreneur. And when you're an entrepreneur, you look at other entrepreneurs, you follow their stories as to how they got to where they are. And I watched this interview with the guy who owns Batu, the CEO of the shoe brand Batu. And he said that, by the way, he's a chartered accountant. He said that he loved buying shoes so much. And then he realized that if you love something so much, why don't you just become part of the chain? What word did he use? Why don't you just become part of the production chain? Yo man, he used some fancy word there. But basically, I've been loving a chicken for a very long time. Before I even had a land of my own, I used to rent. I lived in Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Kurumani, and a lot of places. And I've always buy a chicken. So now I don't want to buy a chicken anymore. I want to raise a chicken and eat it whenever I want to. By the way, I kind of cheated. This chicken that came out so well. This is actually the way that I cooked it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe and yeah, until we meet again. Ciao.